In the heart of World War II, where the Pacific Ocean had turned into a sea of blood and fire, there was a man named John Barcelone, whom Americans called Manila John, a true hero, forged from steel and sacrifice, whose story still sets the hearts of Marines ablaze. John was born in 1916 in Buffalo, New York, to a humble Italian-American family. As a young man, he first joined the army and served in the Philippines. That's where he earned the nickname Manila John, because he loved boxing and fought like a lion. But when World War II broke out, he enlisted in the United States Marine Corps, knowing that's where real brave men belonged. In 1942, the Marines launched an assault on Guadalcanal in the Solomon Islands, one of the bloodiest battles of the Pacific War. John, then a sergeant, commanded a machine gun section in the 7th Marines. On the night of October 24th to 25th, hell broke loose. The Japanese charged like a tidal wave, screaming banzai. In the darkness of the jungle, thousands of them surging toward John's defensive line. The machine guns overheated, ammo ran low, and John's comrades fell one by one. Only 3 men remained alive, John and 2 others. But John refused to surrender. Alone, he repaired the guns, repositioned them, cooled the blazing barrels with his burned hands. When ammo dwindled, he dashed 100 yards, about 180 meters, through Japanese lines in pitch darkness under heavy fire to fetch more, and he made it back, unleashing the gun's roar once again. That night, John single-handedly took down hundreds of Japanese soldiers and nearly wiped out an entire regiment. The defensive line held, Henderson Field was saved, and the Marines emerged victorious. For this courage beyond imagination, John became the first enlisted Marine in World War II to receive the Medal of Honor, America's highest award for valor. When they pinned it on him, he said, "Only part of this medal is mine. The rest belongs to the boys still fighting on Guadalcanal." They brought John back to America, where he became a national hero. He toured the country selling war bonds, posed with celebrities, and everyone adored him. They even offered him a commission as an officer and a safe job in Washington. Comfort, fame, security. But that wasn't the real John. His heart was with his buddies, he said. "I'm a Marine. My place is on the front lines." He volunteered to return to combat. At Camp Pendleton, he found the love of his life, Sergeant Lena Ridgey, a tough and brave woman Marine. In July 1944, they married, a simple wedding, but filled with deep love. Lena knew John would go back to the war, but she told him, "Go, my hero." February 19, 1945, D-Day for the invasion of Iwo Jima, a rocky island of death riddled with Japanese bunkers. John, now a gunnery sergeant, landed with the 27th Marines on Red Beach 2. From the very first moment, enemy fire rained down like deadly hail. The Marines were pinned on the black sand beaches, unable to advance. John became the Lion of Guadalcanal once more. He shouted encouragement, rallied his men, and charged toward the enemy bunkers. Single-handedly, he reached a heavy Japanese blockhouse, climbed its walls, and destroyed the defenders one by one with grenades and demolitions. Then, he guided a pinned Marine tank out of a minefield under intense fire. Thanks to John, the Marines finally broke through from the beach. But fate was cruel. On that very first day, a Japanese mortar shell struck John. At just 28 years old, the hero of Guadalcanal and Iwo Jima fell. For his final sacrifice, he was posthumously awarded the Navy Cross, the second highest valor award, and the Purple Heart. He remains the only enlisted Marine in World War II to earn both the Medal of Honor and the Navy Cross. Lena never remarried until her death in 1999, and she was buried with her wedding ring. John rests in Arlington National Cemetery, his name etched on ships, streets, parades, and the hearts of millions of Americans. This is the story of John Barcelone, a man who turned down comfort, sacrificed love, and gave his life for his brothers and his country. The embodiment of a true Marine, an American, an eternal hero. Semper Fi, Manila John.